1. We've got RIP Takeoff. Hey, you cats, like, share, subscribe. Tonight is a thought experiment coming up on Turkey Day. Lebron, Jay-Z, Kamala, or Al Sharpton. Who would you prefer if you had to choose to be the president of the United States? Yes, sir. Shot-town, big ups. Inglewood,
Copyright
big ups.
disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying
All the way through the show
to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be cleared and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child, for said the Master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Luv Show is a lesson, not a lecture.
We live.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm just a kid from Chicago. Yes, sir. Self love, vision. Chi-Town kids in the building. Big ups. Big ups to School of Chose for this joint right here. Kids from Chicago. Yes, indeed. You guys see the topic? We got a great one lined up for you here tonight. This one's a thought experiment. We're talking about the pimp, the preacher, the athlete, the entertainer. Who? I say again, who would you rather have, or the politician? Or was the politician the pimp? But welcome to Chi-Town's very own, the Self Love Show, where we got two mottos. Motto number one is on earth as it is in heaven. Bing. All praise due to the Creator and the ancestors. Big ups to my late Mama Sky, who left us on November 22nd, just over 1 year ago. Love you, Ma, always. And our second motto is as above, so below. Right now, we can be found Malcolm exclusively right here on this YouTube channel. This ain't that network, or as we say, TATN. Yeah? Yeah? This is 9 Millie, one of the co-hosts, also known as one of the selves. Repeat after he. I am greater than my excuse. I am greater than my excuse. I am greater than my excuse. Today, we live in living color. It's November 23rd, about 8:12 p.m. in the Chi. And as always, we love to acknowledge you magnanimous cats can be any place in this wondrous universe. And thankfully, you all Scooter chose to be here together. Here together. What down, brother Wordsmith? What you manifesting?
Love. You know me. What you manifest?
Same. Pure, magnificent, unfettered, unfiltered. Some say harsh, others say tough, but love just the same, good brother.
No doubt.
Hey, so what's been happening in your neck of the Chi since we last broadcast?
Well, it's been a weather thing here, you know. Excuse me. It's been up and down. Got real cold, some winter-ish type weather. And today it was 50 degrees. Who would have thunk it?
That's lovely. 50, bro?
It was 60 yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was 60 when I was driving. Well, at least my, you know, the temperature gauge in my vehicle.
What they call that Native American summer?
I don't know, cause shit, it was just a week or two ago. It was 80 degrees. This weather's been crazy.
Man, I can imagine. Bro. Man. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in it. We got a thought experiment jumping off today, y'all. So, you know, the preacher, the politician, the pimp, the entertainer, the athlete, the minister, who's better for the B1? Who would you select? Maybe those cats behind me, maybe they can run together. Who knows? But that's what we on tonight. But what to expect from the Self Love Show. As always, we kick it off with the Self Love Show quote of the day. And then we run a short video, which is our platform, our foundation. It's the More Growth and Development platform. Again, that's More Growth and Development platform. That is our foundation. That's what we stand upon. And then from there, we got our tattoo tyranny. It's holiday time, so we got something special for you cats. And then our dome teaser. That's our riddle. Your mind is a muscle. Use it or lose it. And then today's topic, Lebron. Jigga, he's my N-word. Got you, didn't I, YouTube? All right, we got Jigga. We got Kamala Harris and Al Sharpton. Gun to your head. You had to select one of those for your presidential vote. You had to vote. You had to participate, whether or not you feel like it's all a farce or not. Who would you select? Who would you prefer for president? Then, of course, we wrap it all up with when this brother to my right wraps everything up in a metaphysical bun out there, nice little bun out there, and piece of prose, poetry, summary, work of genius, wordsmiths, final words out there. Stick around for that. All right, but first we got some announcements. Self Love, you got some announcements, Brody?
I think we said it last week, but I want to say it again. To our niece, happy birthday. Her birthday was actually yesterday. Today, Uncle Tori loves you.
Today, happy turn around the burn. Yeah, we did it last week, but hey, now it's official since the birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, and y'all stop the blick, stop the violence. I know the hawk is coming. That's the only sheriff y'all listen to.
Man.
Yeah, but let's stop it all year round. You know, got Turkey Day. You know, we're not going to get into the logistics of that, but, you know, do something great for someone. You know, have a spirit of charity in your heart out there. And want to say big ups, rest in peace to my mom. Yeah, man, our homegoing anniversary was November 22nd, bro. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Today's birthday. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and KSKK. Yeah. All right, and if you cats got anything for any suggestions for any topics, have at it. Let us know. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, send us to your Facebook, tweet it, tweet the link, do what you got to do. All are welcome. Trolls get holes around here.
For sure.
Phone lines will be open. That's 424-900-6945. And that number's what?
Troll free.
That's right. 424-900-6945. That number is what?
Absolutely, positively troll free.
Big ups, Dr. Rue is in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Big ups. And that number is pinned at the top of the chat. So you guys, any politicians, pimps, players, athletes, entertainers in the chat, might be related to some, let us know. But enough of my yapping. I'm going to turn it over to this brother so he can handle his business.
Welcome. Greatly appreciate your time and attention. The Self Love Show. We got a thought experiment here. Gonna check it out. LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala Harris, or Minister Al Sharpton. Who would you prefer as president?
Does he have conch in his hair or not?
Yes. Plenty of conch. I think he still has the conch in there. But as usual, we have the most important video that we need you to see. Pay close attention. The Moral Growth and Development platform, which we are building, the Self Love Nation. But before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. One has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. Once again, one has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Preacher.
Silverback
more growth and development platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, shine a light on positive influences. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, close the gap between us and our pink.
Closing the gap. We're closing the gap. Get her closed. Let's get that gap closed, y'all. Number 10, self-love.
Protect our women, children, and men by any and all means necessary.
Man up, stand up.
Period.
Facts. Man, so if you guys didn't catch it, last week we covered why do many scholars agree that Yahusha, Jesus, was black. Huh? Self-love, huh?
Lots of information. Very good.
They say he was Jewish, right? Jesus.
Yeah. They say
I mean, that's what they say. And
yeah,
if he was in fact black, then it should follow that. No need to say it, but you know what I mean? It should follow.
yeah, that he's not from Ashkenazi.
Correct. And we discovered that he probably didn't look effeminate.
Yeah, pretty certain that he didn't.
Description almost came off like he was toxic and masculine. But
Well, these days being masculine is toxic.
Right. Yeah. We did a show on that too. Y'all look that up. Toxic masculinity. Right here on the Self Love Show. But yeah, if you didn't catch it, check that out. But tonight, it's about LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala Harris, Al Sharpton. Who would you prefer for president? Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Self Love, I know you stay pretty unplugged. But did you see the crack hunter?
Crack hunter? I'm not sure. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say crack on YouTube, but yeah, there's a show called The Crack Hunter. Big ups to Inside Edition and production. Big ups.
It was a water-damaged laptop left and apparently forgotten at a computer repair shop. And when the repair guy saw what was on it, he says he became concerned, and not just because of the dirty pictures he saw. The laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. Now the man who turned it over to the FBI tells Stephen Fabian why.
This is the guy whose brief encounter with Hunter Biden changed his life forever.
I was put in a very awkward situation.
John Paul McIsaac used to own a computer repair shop. It was he who discovered Biden's shocking photos on the laptop, showing those embarrassing images of Biden looking strung out, smoking crack, wielding a gun. This is where the computer repair shop was located, in a strip mall in Wilmington, Delaware. Hunter Biden is said to have brought his water-damaged laptop to the shop in April 2019 with the hope of restoring the information. McIsaac was successful, and oh boy, what he saw on that laptop was sad and shocking. When Biden failed to pick up the computer after 90 days, the laptop became McIsaac's property, and with it, all those photos and videos.
It wasn't an episode of Friends. It would be some homemade porn.
I think some people will go, well, hey, wait a second, aren't you just leafing through someone else's private property?
It can be perceived that way, but again, he hired me to do that.
McIsaac says he also found documents that show payments made to Hunter Biden from a Ukrainian energy company that have become the center of a political firestorm.
I definitely had a legitimate concern for national security, and that's why I went to the FBI.
McIsaac says he turned the laptop over to the FBI, but after 8 months of waiting in 2020 during the presidential campaign, he approached Donald Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
I had to do something with it because, A, I'm a Boy Scout, and when you see criminality, you should be able to take it to the authorities.
McIsaac, who acknowledges he's a Trump supporter, has now written a book about his experience called American Injustice, My Battle to Expose the Truth.
I feared for my safety, both individuals, foreign and domestic, from what I had seen on the laptop. I realized that this was a lot bigger than me.
Do you fear for your safety every day?
Yeah, I don't leave the house.
With the Republican Party poised to take control of the House, the contents of the laptop are facing renewed scrutiny. Yesterday at a press conference, President Biden was asked about it.
What's your message to Republicans who are considering investigating your family, and particularly your son Hunter's business dealings?
Lots of luck in your senior year, as my coach used to say. Look, I think the American public want us to move on and get things done for them.
McIsaac says he has no regrets.
If I didn't do something about that, then I would be doing a disservice to my country.
The FBI told us no comment while the White House and Hunter Biden did not return our calls. Hunter Biden, who has not been charged with any crime, has previously said he's 100% certain he'll be cleared of any wrongdoing. If you'd like to read an excerpt from the new book, just go to InsideEdition.com.
Yeah. What the hell was his dad? What the hell was the president? Man, if your coach told you that, then you were probably flunking out of school, or he didn't think you were going to be successful.
Oh, well, if he said that, that meant you weren't going to play a lick. Good luck your senior year.
Couldn't follow his analogy, though. Help me out, so.
You can't. He doesn't know what they're talking about.
I see. He probably thought the late congresswoman was talking, or congresswoman.
Yeah. He doesn't. He's just up there rattling.
So what do you have to say about that? I mean, I don't know. It could have been MEP. Could have been crack. What up, Ella? Happy Turkey Day. But they had that. He was sitting there holding a pipe, bro, and it didn't look like a average,
No,
cannabis.
it didn't look like it was. Yeah, no, it definitely didn't look like a cannabis or tobacco of any sort. Who takes a computer to the repair shop,
Man, and
when you know you got that on there?
Correct. Well, maybe if you tweaking, you know what I mean?
You don't remember? Because it could have been.
I mean, is this tyranny? I don't know.
No, this is stupidity. It's not tyranny because he gave it and left it.
Yeah, didn't go pick it up. But maybe from the standpoint of the cover up, if there is one going on.
Well, yeah. Now that part depends which aspect you're looking at it. Because I don't think the dude did anything that was tyrannical, But it is a cover up.
Well, I mean, Donald Trump, for instance, if that was his son, Hunter Trump, or whatever his son's name, I don't know, might be bigger in the news cycle, do you think?
It's been in the news cycle for a very long time, and it's been dead. They dead it. Except for the Fox people don't. And then the Miss NBC and all of those people, the NN people, CNN people,
they see absolutely nothing wrong with the president's son.
Right. But that's why Trump seems more like it's more, because they double team Fox.
I see what you're saying. You got Ms. NBC and you got CNN.
Yeah.
And then it's a tag team.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They're on the same team out there, and it's, or exposure to people who like that sort of thing.
Yeah, but that was a light one. We didn't really have a tattoo tyranny, but that was what we had out there. You guys like, share, subscribe. Tonight's topic: LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala Harris, Al Sharpton. Who would you prefer to be president of these United States? If you had the blicky to your head and you were forced, or the blicky was to a loved family member's head and you were forced to cast a vote in the election for one of the gentlemen or gentlewomen as per listed. All right, but let's move on here out there. We got another one for you. Big ups to Inside Edition. Hero Zero. Big ups to production. Hero Zero.
Terrifying moments here caught on camera. In Buffalo, New York, a man with an assault rifle storms in, fires a shot. The clinic's security guard jumps into action, pouncing on the gunman. They struggle for control of that high-powered weapon.
I would be lying to you if I was to say to you that I was not scared for my life. And the first thing that flashed over my brain was my baby boy who just turned 3 years old. I had him and I had the rifle. I was just saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And that's when he turned back and he had stopped fighting for a while. And that's when the other security guard was coming down the stairs.
Both security guards were then able to shove the gunman through the clinic door and out into the sidewalk. They were then able to get control of that AR-15 assault rifle and hold the man until police got there. No word on what he was doing in that building. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And
all right.
Ironically, I did see that.
Okay, well, what did he grab when he was reaching back there? Did you see the man came in, he wielded the gun, and the security guard reached behind the desk? Was he reaching for a blick or something, you think?
He was looking for something. Try to escape from there or something, because it was nowhere to go. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a horrible interview. Nobody asked him, what he was reaching for out there.
I think he thought he was going to dive through that window or something for a split second. I don't know. It was bizarre.
So is that how you get the pink man not to shoot? You call him Jesus?
Well, the pink man shot. The pink man had no intention on shooting him. He came in and he shot off to the right, and then he was giving him all kind of orders, and he never pointed the gun at him. He never pointed the gun at him.
And the dude knew he had to swing.
Yeah, he had to get in there. Yeah, he had to get in there before he did anything, because
he was about to turn that gun that way too. He got in there and grabbed it.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get him out of there. Open the door. He wanted some drugs or something. It was a methadone clinic or something.
Oh, okay. He wanted some meth.
Yeah.
So this guy, the security guard, the hero, he needs a raise, a promotion.
A huge raise. But, he might not go back to work there no more.
Man.
That's crazy. Somebody come in with an AR-15 to a methadone clinic.
He could have stopped all the carnage. And then what kind of security guard are you? Like, is that the plan? I'm going to be sitting here talking nonsense to my coworker.
Unarmed,
talking nonsense
at a methadone clinic. That's
right. But it could have been the case because it looked like he was in a little waiting area that's all locked off and bulletproofed out. Maybe he was just there in between break or just yapping it up with somebody. He got caught out there. He wasn't on the other side. It's like when you're going to, not that I've ever been to a cannabis clinic, but when you go into a dispensary, you know how they got that area where you can't, it's doored off. And that's what it looked like. He was in that little waiting area.
Yeah. He was definitely not in the main area. That's why he came in and shot.
Yeah, he might have been off-duty security. Yeah, man, he got
the other dude came down. It was like, that's when old boy jumped like, oh, But he never pointed the gun at him, so he went and attacked him.
Yeah, that's interesting. Dr. Rue said it doesn't matter who you pick. Well, we want to hear from you guys. We pick who you would pick. Go ahead and put it in there. I'm gonna ask Self Love shortly. Type in there who you would pick. Dr. Rue said they're all puppets. Eddie C said, I'm here. What up? What up, Eddie C. Vo? And Illa agrees with Dr. Rue. Type who you pick. You got a gun in your head or somebody who you love's head. You know what I mean? Type it in the chat. If you had to select, who would you go with? You know, which puppet would you select? I mean, surely if you know they're all puppets, then, you know what I mean? Then, I don't know. We can only go so far on YouTube on this platform, but yeah. But all right, sounds like they're all heated up and ready for the topic, Self-Love.
Yeah. Sure they are, because it's, whew.
Hey, well, we got a dome teaser, right? We definitely want to do this dome teaser before we move forward. So here's today's riddle. The more there is, the less you see. What is it? The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it? Self-Love's got a thumbs up. Dr. Rue said Jigga. She'd go with Jigga, the guy who shot his own brother over, allegedly over $5 worth of crack, right? The guy who broke up with all his business associates and, potential Illuma booty. We don't know this for a fact, right? Billionaire magnate. Hey, we want to hear. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, but that's forced to choose out of them. No one can argue with you. The more there is, the less you see. Dr. Rue said fog. Wow. It's technically
the profile.
Correct, but it's not what we're looking for. Self-Love is in there, and of course he's ready. So that's going to text or FaceTime Dr. Rue, whatever it is, and give Dr. Rue the answer. Ella said that's a tough pick. Yes, it's going to be a tough one, but we're going to break it down because as we get into this, you guys, we're unpacking this. It's a thought experiment. Should we're asking questions tonight. Should the Black community should we have a designated leader or a spokesman? The proverbial guy with the proverbial target on his back. Just so you guys know, I created a metric where we're going to assign points to each candidate, and we'll see if that matches at the end of the day who you selected here. So, Self-Love, who would you pick off the top of your dome out there if you had to pick right now, not doing any serious metrics?
If the gun is on me, I might take the bullet.
No, it's on you or someone you love.
Now, that's a whole different thing. I might have to go with Lebron. LeBron.
Interesting. So we got a Jigga and we got a LeBron whose hair seems to be falling out, and he sprays that hair in there. Didn't really stand firm with Kyrie.
It's negatives on every single one of them. My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Thinks he's the GOAT. Can't shoot free throws and close games out. All right. For me, it's tough. It's tough that it's coming down to the athlete and the pimp. The entertainer. No one's picked a career politician. But from what I'm looking at, I'm going with Jay-Z. I'm going to go with Jigga. Yeah. Now, to self-love and to the chat, we're going to start out. Can you think of some historical black so-called leaders? Preachers, athletes, entertainers, politicians, what have you.
Malcolm X. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, Malcolm X.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, Dr. King. Definitely. Booker T.
Not from the history I know.
You mean not there? What do you got? Alternative facts? What's going on out there? Illa said his paycheck, and then he said Jigga. All right, Jay for president. He might have Kanye as his running mate. All right. Leaders. Marcus Garvey.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you throw Muhammad Ali in there? I got to throw Ali in there. I don't know if he led the people though, but he was.
He definitely was an example.
Yeah, Cassius Clay. I mean Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown.
Yeah, maybe back in the day, Jim Brown, but there's been some.
Huey P. Newton.
Fred Hampton.
So you say yes to Fred Hampton and no to Huey?
I didn't really say no to Huey. You mentioned him, it made me think of Fred Hampton.
Okay, yeah. Dr. Rue said Huey. Right, Jim Brown. Yeah, I was going to mention Jim Brown. That's what Illa said.
And I thought you did.
Oh, okay, but it's a lag, so. But yeah, right, Jim Brown.
Right.
What about the new Bill Russell? But they didn't really lead the people. You know what I mean?
They were
led
examples.
By example. Yeah,
they were examples.
Barry Obama. Yeah. Oh, come on, black people rallied around Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Grown men crying out there in Grant Park.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's not my favorite.
We're not saying self-love's leader. We're saying we're just talking in general. You know, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he was president, so.
Well, I guess you can. Well, but I wouldn't call every president the leader of black people. Yeah.
I mean, but he was president, so yeah, I mean, he wouldn't say that. He would say he's president of all people. I'm president of all people. I don't specify that I would be up.
Would you put it
for just the black people?
Elijah Muhammad on there?
I would.
The Farrakhan?
I would.
What's the brother's name? The congressman, I think he was from DC and he passed away. He was a civil rights.
Oh, he wasn't from DC though. Yeah, no.
Baltimore, I think he was from.
Yeah, yep.
And then Jesse Jackson,
Yeah,
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
No, Jesse Jackson. He's the one who pointed. He was pointing where the shot came from.
Yeah, where the shot wasn't coming from. Messy, Jesse. I really have a problem with lifetime politicians. That's what
Me
they
too.
did their whole career.
Me too.
They could stomach Washington and not do shit for their people year after year. Then they were complicit.
Angela Davis.
She did her thing. She been gone a long time. No, not Angela Davis. I'm thinking about
The writer.
Shakur.
Asada Shakur.
That's what I was thinking of. Angela Davis. A lot of them just faded into life. They didn't continue what they started.
Would you say, because I don't know, like most classifications of people in America have home nations where there's a government, king, a dictator, or some sort of, Congress, president type of situation, which foundational Black Americans don't tend to subscribe to for the most part. So there is typically central leadership, or they have a nation, or anti-defamation type of thing. Does B1 have a central leader or leadership today? Comes to mind like NAACP, Black Lives Matter.
All of those are problematic because they're founded by people that are not us, along with the founding of it. So, and most times the people directing and running it ain't of us either.
Yeah, I mean, when you look historically, NAACP, they got a lot of laws changed, supposedly.
Well, they did have money to lawyers. They did pay for some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fault cases at the Supreme Court level. What about the Democratic National Committee? They seem to be leading us around.
Yeah, they are, like, leading us around like
sheep,
animals. Yeah, sheep specifically, and don't have a clue. They're just following that banner, that color.
There's
whatever.
the Black Panther Party, today's new revolutionary Black Panthers Party. All right. Nation of Islam.
I mean,
they're leading the Nation of Islam.
Period.
So, do we have central leadership or a central leader? You know how it seemed cut and dry when it was Dr. King or, Malcolm. Even then, it was kind of split between King and Malcolm, but,
Yeah, no, not anything good or worth talking about, including the people on this that we got to choose from for president.
Well, who did our elders or ancestors follow? Dr. King would be one.
Yeah, Malcolm X would be as well. And then there was
Nat Turner. There's a leader.
If he existed, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of information that's a made up person.
All right.
Frederick Douglass.
Yeah. Frederick Douglass. Like if you go local, there's Washington.
You'll find some if you look, because it had to be. I mean, the way life was, I guess some of the early church preachers that started the early church. Like, I don't necessarily know any of their names. You know what I mean? But it seemed like they would have to be.
I would say our ancestors, elders, were following the church leadership, who was probably feeding us to some sort of political leader. In other words, the way the pink man comes to our churches and does the electric slide and, bangs on the tambourine, and then back then it was probably black political figures coming and doing that in your local churches.
Oh, they didn't have any political anything. They couldn't vote. They couldn't do anything. So that
wasn't always the case. Obviously, I'm talking about when they were voting.
Yeah, by then. I'm talking about the early church is what I was speaking on before there was any of that.
Ah, okay. Got you. Right. Yeah, if you go back that far. So it's probably just the church and the head of the household?
Yeah.
Well, you had some blacks that was Masons. And it's a whole nother story.
A lot of people that we would think are so-called white were melanated people.
Well, true.
History has been whitewashed to the max.
And I imagine vice versa sometimes too, like the way that white lady was running president of the NAACP. Oh, that was hilarious.
Well, I mean, like most of the presidents and CEOs of the national NAACP have been white or Jewish.
All right, well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get down to the metric in the second half, and we're going to see how that matched up. Right now, I think we got 3 for Jigga and 1 for Lebron. The career politician has no votes. And Al Sharpton, I mean, come on. He's a minister out there. He's a man of the cloth. He's out there marching and showing up. All right.
Yo, y'all know what time it is? It's the Self Luv Show. And today we are breaking down. The music dropped out. LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala Harris, and Minister Al Sharpton. Who would you prefer as president?
Who would you prefer?
We gave our preferences, or begrudgingly, but yeah. So we're gonna expand the conversation in the second half. We got some excellent videos I want you to check out, and we'll be right back at you.
Hey, yo, it's halftime. We'll make it make sense.
Call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? This what y'all wanted me in Chicago? No block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? Niggas ain't outside. It's only 10 p.m. Where the fuck y'all niggas at, block?
O Block right now. Where we at? Tell you something, man. This Nino Brown, man. I'm live on O Block right now. Where we at? This O Block. I'm from Miami. I just want to tell niggas, man, we gotta stop killing each other, man. Yeah, this shit ain't about nothing. All that killing shit, we gotta work together, man. Stop killing each other, my nigga. I had to come over here and tell niggas that shit, my nigga.
I'm right here. See where I'm at. I'm out here. Black Star Line cigars. For grown man. On some grown man stuff. And to the PDs, stop doing that killing. Please, stop doing that killing.
What should black people do, foundational black Americans do, to eliminate, outside of pushing for reparations? Let's assume reparations would never happen. But what should we be doing right now to help shorten this financial gap between us and our pink or white counterparts in this country? What should our focus be?
Business, for-profit business. I hate to say, I know that it is a negative thing now in this world to talk about capital, but the fact of the matter is we generate a tremendous amount of money as consumers, but we do not make that money work for us. I think we have to focus on building sustainable businesses in our community that can create wealth and jobs. There will be no Calvary. As much as I want reparations, white folks have proven time and time again that they are going to do whatever they can to stop or block that. That stated, every time I talk to somebody black and they tell me they want to start a business, they tell me they want to start a nonprofit business. Well, and I think we have learned how to deal with money in such a poor manner that it keeps us consistently behind. There can be, people think of the Ford Foundation, but there can be no Ford Foundation without the Ford Motor Company to fund it. And so I think we've got to re-examine our relationship with money, with business, and be focused on it. I think that I myself have overemphasized politics because wealth is legislated. But oftentimes what has happened is our wealth is legislated through nonprofits and through social services, while white wealth is legislated through banking, finance, and capital growth. Ours are generally built on depreciating assets. So if you look at black millionaires and black business people, predominantly they make their wealth from government contracts, whether social service or through government relations.
We've got one who can see.
Whenever the economy contracts or the government has issues or it changes, then our wealth is relying upon that. Now, when I talk about wealth, I'm not talking about becoming multimillionaires. I'm talking about the money that allows us to be able to put food on the table, that allows men to be men and not have to beg or grovel. We don't even sell the fish. We don't fry chicken anymore. We don't fry fish anymore in our own communities. We have given up every business and outsourced it. And we have to start focusing on reclaiming the businesses that were in our communities that we rely on every day.
Hey bros, what's going on? This is Kamala Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Do you still have them? Got mine.
I'ma show the world what they don't know. I'ma be the one. I'ma be the one when I'm done. Ain't lying, y'all. If I made it this far, I'll go higher. If I made it this far, I can make it anywhere. If I made it this far, if I made it this far,
Welcome back. The Self Love Show, where today we're unpacking a thought experiment. LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala Harris, or Minister Al Sharpton.
The player, the politician, the internet entertainer, the influencer.
Okay, we got some metrics that we're going to get into in the second half to see which disgrace would be put forth.
I'ma show the world what they don't know. I'ma be the one. Yes, sir.
Big up
it's all
Mac.
Big ups, Trifo. Yeah, it's all scientific, self-love. I did some analytics, came up with a scale, and we should be able to come up with some empirical data that removes, a lot of the emotion associated with making decisions like these. The premise is, before these politicians or these political candidates are propped before us, maybe we could have a pre-election, a B1 primary, if you will, and we decide on who we're going to vote for. With today's technology, that's easy to achieve, relatively easy to achieve. So, but we're black. Tonight's topic: LeBron, Jay-Z, Kamala, Al Sharpton. Nobody's picked Kamala. I mean, she's vice president of the United States. She's a black woman out here. She looks like our mothers and sisters and daughters. Looks like us. Well, we're gonna get there, though. We're gonna get there. And nobody picked Al Sharpton. I mean, I'm surprised. This guy's been fighting for you. We gotta fight for your right to put conch in your hair. I mean, he's been straightening his hair for years. I think he even stopped doing it. Went to a more natural look. I think you guys don't know the history of Al Sharpton.
Yeah, I think we do. I think that's why nobody picked him.
All right. So we're going to jump in it. Here's the Self Love Show categories and point system. This is how, this is the metric we're going to use tonight to rate the political candidate. So we have 9 categories. You can vote 1, least likely, all the way up to 5, like it the most. And so the categories are vigor/health. That's a max 5 points. Next is commander in chief. That's the ability to lead this nation to war. Next, we have world stage best actor. Who would you be proud to have gallivanting around the world, kissing the King of England's ring, kneeling before the British Empire? Who has class? The next is political savvy, gamesmanship. All right. Self-love doesn't like career politicians, but there's an art and a science to playing politics, if you will, gamesmanship. I studied political science at the university, so yeah, I can give you some insight there. One moment, you guys. Self, give us some hubbub here.
Yeah. There is one commonality about the four candidates that we have here. It stinks to high hell if we have to choose and live under one of these people. Well, actually, probably doesn't matter much. In light of all things, we've lived through some pretty bad presidents, and they really don't.
Well, yeah, no, keep the hubbub going. I'm just going to add to it, but keep the hubbub going. But who would you rather have, Jay-Z or Biden?
I would rather have Jay-Z than Biden.
See, these are interesting questions, and you know, the DNC or the RNC, anybody who wants our votes should be listening to this conversation and getting some real data as opposed to false data. All right, but cabinet itself, that's the next category. Who do you think's more likely to have a nice team around? LeBron's got a good team, you know, with Worldwide West. And Jigga, I imagine he's got a good team. He's got a lot of untouchables around him.
Actually, all these people probably have a good team because they do their thing and they're in the spotlight out there. They probably all got a good team.
All right, but we're going to rate it.
Yeah.
And then we have inspirational speaking. Somebody can come out there and God bless America, God bless, God bless, God bless, you know, and inspire us on to war or victory or, you know, struggling through tough economic times, which leads us to the next category, leadership. All right. You can look at the history of their leadership. You can look at, you can project forward, but that's a 1 through 5 scale. Now, the 8th category is B1 down. That's the level of how you think down they are or could be. That's 1 through 5. And the final category, which we're going to save to add up at the very end, which could be the tiebreaker, that's reparations. That's the 9th category. That's 1 through 5, but the points are weighed double. So that can get a candidate over at the top. Got any questions about the metric self?
I'm sure I will as we go on.
Basically, I'm going to throw you the category and you rate 1 through 5. 5 is the highest, 1 is the lowest.
I got that part.
All right.
And is my rating on each of these people? Because you know what I mean? I don't.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's your rating.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah. We're going to have your score. We're going to have my score. Then we're going to combine them. And then we're going to see what we come up with. All right. So let's go. We're going to rate. We're going to take, everybody's picking Jay-Z. So we'll start with Jigga. That's the way I have it set up. So we'll start with Jay. All right, Self, 1 through 5. Vigor, health. You know, is he going to be able to, you know, do the job physically?
Yep. Yes.
What would you rate?
5. I mean 5.
All right, so we got. This is with Jay-Z.
Open and honest here. Yes, he's
health. Tory. Nah. So Tory, you gave a 5 on the health of Jay-Z, and you know I'd have to. I'll give a 5 too. Health and vigor. I think he's at a good age. You know, he's traveled the world and seems to be able to stand up and get kicked in the ding ding on the elevator by his wife's sister. Stood there and took it. You know. So, all right. Next, commander in chief. You know, we're at war. Jigga, 1 through 5.
I have no clue. So
I mean, you know, he's from Marcy Projects, and you know, you have to be able to think of. Do you think he could? You know,
I've heard from some of the people that was around him, and he's I mean, from there, he was just So I'll say a 3.
3, Jigga as commander in chief. You see him sitting there wearing his pink sports coat. You see him behind me in his pink overcoat. You see him with his hair all frilly around. His Michelin lips. Can we say Michelin lips? All right, I mean,
I'm not sure what we could say anymore because
got the booty lip. It's got no, All right. Commander in chief for Jay-Z. Take us to war. I listen to a lot of his bars. He doesn't have any ghostwriters. Seems to be, well read, etc. Imagine he's probably read The Art of War. So I'm going to go with a 4 for Commander in Chief. Political savvy, gamesmanship, his ability to Robert's Rules of Order, his ability to, follow certain protocols out there. In the politics, rob Peter to pay Paul, scratch my back, and pork this bill and pork that bill. What would you give his ability to do all of that?
I don't know his inner workings or any of this. It's just all speculation. So
all speculation.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him. He's doing well in business. I give him a 4.
I'm gonna give him a 2. All right. Cabinet, ability to put a team around him that can run the world, quote unquote. I'll go first on this one. For cabinet, I think Jay will put a good team together. Probably, but since it's political gamesmanship, I put it at a 2. He doesn't really know the type of cabinet he needs, but he knows it'll be important. He's got a good team around him. I'm gonna give Jay in this category between a 3 and a 4 here. I'll say 4. I say he'll get a good cabinet. I got to give him a 3. He doesn't have enough political savvy, so I give him a 3. Jay-Z cabinet.
He's gonna have a good team around him. I'm gonna give him a 4 because
Ace gave him a 4 for cabinet. I know what you guys are thinking. All right, inspirational speaking, ability to maybe write a speech, get up there and talk to everybody, make them want to run through a wall for them. Oration, speaking. I don't like his voice. I'll give him a 4. He'll be better than Biden and Trump, that's for damn sure. I'd go ahead and give him I'll give him a 4. I think he can pull a rabbit out of his bum. What about you, self-inspirational speaking, Jigga?
Yeah, I think he could spit a 16 that could destroy any of their speeches. So he's inspiring to a lot of people. So as far as his speaking, like on or off record, some of his interviews, I'm gonna have to give him I'll give him a 4.
All right. All right. So we agree on speaking. Ace gave it 3.5. No decimals. I should have said that in the beginning. 1 through 5. You got to select, Ace. All right. So after speaking or oration, leadership. Leadership, the ability to lead his team and lead his nation and keep everybody happy.
I don't know, because he looked like he
leaves a lot of broken glass in his path.
Yeah, gets rid of a lot of leadership. Because he wanted to be the leader. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I give him a 3. That's reasonable. That's what I was thinking.
All right. Down for B1. You know, but you can trust that he's down. 5, you trust him the most, like Malcolm X trust. 1 would be like Booger McFarland or, I mean, we can go on and on. Stephen H. Smith. That he's down. And if it came down, hey, you're going to lose $1 billion, but you just got to, you know, you're going to, hey.
So that'll be a 1.
Hey.
That would be a 1.
Ooh, that is controversial. Wow. Wow. I can't say it. Wow. I know what's out there about Jay. Wow. He did marry a black woman. I'm going to give him a 3 just because he married a black woman. Lastly, this one's worth, we're saving that. The last one, the last in this category is going to be how you feel about him on reparations. You may have knowledge about it, you may not, but save that. Save that. We're going to go through this now. Okay. So now we're doing LeBron James. Okay. I'll start it out with vigor, health. Well, he's got the core injury. He's got male pattern baldness. But he's got to get a 5. I mean, for the job of president, I'm gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If Jay-Z got a 5, then yeah, he definitely gets 5.
Yeah. All right. So now, Commander in Chief. We need somebody that can be powerful, make tough decisions, and not be in the middle of the road here.
He's
got his cabinet around him.
Got his whole teams together, goddammit. Build off his shit.
Going up against Putin.
They won, they lost. But I'm gonna give him a 4.
He's been at 11 chips.
Give him a 4.
Oh wow. All right. LeBron gets a 4. I'm giving him a 2. First chance he gets, he'll quit America and then go work for Putin. You know what I mean? Like the way he jumps from team. I can't win this war. Yeah, but if you join China, you can win. Oh, I can join China? They got the most bombs? Oh, yeah, that'll help my brand. I'm going to give him a 2. All right. I'm holding it against him. World stage. Somebody who can walk around the other world elite and not embarrass the black community, America, or himself, so to speak. Ace said 2. Commander in Chief. Yeah, that's what I got too. All right. That's on me. World stage. When he embarrasses. No. No. He should shut up and dribble. But I'll give him a, LeBron carries himself. I'll give him a 4. He's respectful.
That's what I was thinking. 4.
All right. World stage, Ace. What's your number on world stage? All right. Political savvy. His ability to play the political game. It's on you. X's and O's of politics.
He's a flopper.
He does flop.
So, he tries to play the politics of the league.
He controls the narrative all the time, I tell you that much.
I'm going to give him a 3.
I'll give him a 2, just because he's not a politician. You don't know what you don't know. All right. Cabinet. He's got Worldwide West. All those guys he went to high school with. All those guys have to all be the smartest people in the world, just happen to be at the same school. But they're doing a good job. He's got his own agency going with, what's his name? Scoot Henderson? What's his name? J.P. Paul? John Rich Paul? Yeah, he's got his agency. Yeah, Rich Paul's his boy. Okay, yep. So cabinet. This is on me. LeBron's cabinet, because he doesn't know politics, I would be at a 3.5. I got around the 3.5 up. I'm going to give him a 3. I round it down. No, I'll give him a 4. Cabinet, so.
Yeah, I was thinking 4-ish.
Yeah, because one thing he does is put together a team, like when he went to Miami and super team, and
all the time.
Yeah. All right.
He's not put such a good team together right now, but he's 20 years in or something, somewhere close to that, if it ain't.
Yeah. So now we got inspirational speaking. It's on you. 5 is the highest.
I'm going to give him a 3. I don't know. He doesn't really, turn the wheels for me, but.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 2. All right. Leadership. You've seen him out there on the court. He's business savvy. He's rich. He seems that he got all the control in the players' hands.
Yeah, he runs everything out there. That don't make it good.
But when they were in the bubble, he didn't boycott. Remember that? They didn't want to play. He didn't stand for nothing. He let Obama and Jordan come in, talk him into talking all the players to play, allegedly.
But he did talk to them into playing or whatever, so I don't know.
He quits on his team. Yeah. Cuts and runs. I said Nat Turner and Marcus Garvey, Ace, but Self Love said Nat Turner doesn't, well, we'll get there. Maybe didn't exist, allegedly. Leadership, I think it's on you.
Yeah, good leadership, bad leadership. I'm gonna give him a 2. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got you. And I'm
boarding on the 1, but I'm gonna give him a 2.
Yeah, he's got some good and some bad, and did cry out there. Yeah, I'll give him a 2 because he cried out there. All right, and then we got B1 down. This kid's from Akron, Ohio. Said he built housing for low income. Come to find out, most of those people were pink living over in there.
Said he did a whole lot, but it was a whole lot of government support for the school. He wasn't, kind of, sort of designed the school, but wasn't his funding.
I mean, him and Chris Paul and what's the other guy? Played for Denver his whole career. His buddy, Carmelo.
Oh.
They all stood in unison. And when the whole George Floyd thing was going on, the rest is so, and put BLM on their jerseys, and wanted to sit out but didn't. That seemed pretty down, no? He listens to rap.
He has a black wife, and he does occasionally speak up on social issues. So me again, I'm gonna give him a 3. Or is it a 4? Is it 3 or 4? Hold on.
Is LeBron James down? You're at the barbershop on 79th and Exchange. And that question comes up. Can you vouch? If you can vouch for him, it's got to be a 3 or higher.
I can say he's done some things on social issues that people of his stature normally don't do. I'm gonna give him a 3.
Can't argue with that. I'll give him a 3. All right, so LeBron is done. Jigga is done. Now we just have to compile 2 more, you guys. Bear with us. 2 more. Somebody whose name has not come up. Kamala. So we're going to rate Kamala vigor, health, ability to run around there and do the day-to-day job. I'm going to give Kamala she had something going on, I remember. So I'll give her a 3. Self Love.
Yeah, I don't know anything that's going on or any of that, whatever, because I ain't paid no attention. So
I think she's had COVID twice already, and she's had multiple jabs.
Yeah, well, okay. So she became president this time. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 3. I guess that's accurate. That's a good.
All right, Commander in Chief, huh? You got the ski weave from Howard. And the world is at war. Commander in Chief to lead our nation. It's on you. 5 being the highest.
It's a very, very scary situation that she could actually be in.
Well, you must have not have seen Woman King. Go ahead with your.
Oh yeah, the movie about the lies that. Oh, the movie about the lies. Okay, Woman King. Okay, TATN.
It's an oxymoron. I mean, Woman King doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you just say Queen?
It's imbecileness, but the whole premise that they were trying to stop the slave trade, they were slavers. They were slavers, but that's beyond and beside that. What are we on, Commander in Chief? This is scary.
Yeah, Kamala in Chief.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 2.
Are you being what do you call that? misogynistic?
No. Not at all. She has no integrity as far as I'm concerned. So
I'll give her a 3 with the way she was locking up all those black women and children and men in Oakland County, in Oakland, in the Bay Area.
That's why personally why I'm giving her
Fought
a 2.
that war on drugs. She seems like she's got some spunk in her. She take things personal, get emotional.
She looked like us, but man, her sisters who have the same parents really don't. So it's something. I don't know.
And she didn't marry somebody that looks like us.
Oh no, she didn't. No, she would never. She would never.
Political savvy, ability to play the political game. I mean, she's gotten herself up. She was a senator. She's gotten here. She's the first black Indian.
Right.
She was first black, then Indian, and I don't know. But political savvy. I'll start this off. She did awful in a presidential run, but she does know politics, I would imagine. Yeah, I've seen her do some senator stuff. She's playing the game well for those that she should be playing, that she's playing it for. I want to go 3.5 ace, but I can't. I'll give her a 3. Just can't do much more than that. Political savvy. Ability to work the man's political system.
She's vice president, so I'll give her a 4 for that.
Okay. Cabinet. Her ability to, pick some AKs out there. Some of the Divine Nine out there.
I don't think she would pick anybody from the Divine Nine out there at all.
This one's on you.
For her cabinet. At all.
You think she can put together an effect that she will put together an effective cabinet for the position?
I do not. I think she would put right in line with whatever her holders tell her. So I'm going to give her a 2.
Yeah, her weave lady will be on the cabinet. The nail girl will be on the cabinet. But you're going to give her a 2. Cabinet, Kamala, I just don't. No, that's a whole nother question. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna roll with the 2. I was thinking about a 3. It's kind of. I'm just gonna roll with a 2.
She's gonna roll with whoever they tell her to roll with. So,
okay,
more of the same.
Inspirational speaking, oration. I'll start with this. We've all heard her give speeches and vice presidential address, and blah 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 blah. And she was running for office, and we've seen her debates. I'm gonna give her, and she was a prosecutor, so she's got to make those opening and closing statements. Never inspired or motivated me to do nothing but Will Smith her. Two. Self love.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2 as well.
All right. All right. And then we're down to leadership. This one is on you. Dr. Rue gave us 0. I wonder if that was for oration. What was that for? Was that for oration, Dr. Rue, or was that for cabinet? Probably oration. All right. Leadership.
I'm going to just say a 1.
Wow.
I don't trust her. She's just gonna follow the same old prescription that they have for us, which is tell us they'll do something and then never do nothing. And she's part of it.
I'm gonna go 1 as well. All right. B1 down. B1 down, ladies and gentlemen. So 5 is the most down and 1 is the least down.
Yeah, I like 0 too, but 1 because that's the lowest we can go. So.
And we're in agreement once again with 1. So that concludes. Dr. Ruth said across the board, 0 across the board for Kamala.
Yeah.
Come on. She looks like you. Come on. Sounds like you.
No, none of the above. Jeez.
So let's get the man of the cloth. Yeah, the preacher.
We really got to do this because he had his chance. He ran and all of that. Let him.
Did he only run once?
I think it was twice. I think.
All right. Well, Vigor, I'm going to go right out there. I see him running around with the lawyer, following people around on those settlements, getting his percentage. So he's got vigor for that. He's got that conch in his hair, telling what's going on in his brain.
He's up in age 1.
You give him a 1, I'll give him a 2 for vigor. I kind of like his vigor and his spunk out there. All right, so now let's move ahead. World stage, huh? He's running around with that conch, going all over the world, talking to Putin and Chinese President Yao Ming. World stage. They'll be talking about the civil rights movement. I have no confidence in him. A lot of this is trust issues. I wouldn't want him representing. I'm going to give him world stage. I'm going to give him a 2, and that's only because he's a black man. All right.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Commander-in-Chief. Could he deal with the top generals in our military and be able to keep them at bay and make decisions with the Joint Chiefs?
He talk too much.
Yeah, he's real religious too. So I got to go a 2 there.
Yeah,
I have no reason to go higher than that.
I don't see any reason to go higher than 2 on anything for him.
We got to go through it. World stage. Oh wait, we did. Oh, that we just wait.
Yeah,
we did world stage. Okay, my bad. So we did Commander-in-Chief. We did world stage. Oh, this should be political savvy and gamesmanship.
Yeah, he's a 2. He's gonna get a 2 for everything for me.
2. He's been there. I'll give him a 3. I feel like he's been kissing butt around Congress and Senate, begging for change long enough. Figure out to give him a 3. All right, cabinet. He'd probably have a whole Black Lives Matter team in there. What's the rapper's name?
My son.
Yeah, Hassan Campbell hates him. Yeah.
I know he do because he be exposing that dude.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, a couple of times. Funny.
Yeah, I think his cabinet would be too old, too preachy. Doesn't know a lot of people. I'll give him a 2.
Yeah, you already know my yeah.
You going with a 2 there?
Yeah.
But how about speaking? I see him giving speeches all the time. He's a preacher. I mean, sometimes he be flat out preaching. He was
Yeah, I
preaching
might
at
have
George
to give him a
Floyd's.
little more than a 2
Yeah,
for
I mean, come
speeching.
on.
He's a decent speaker, but he talks about rubbish. So I mean, it's still hard for me to,
He'd be entertaining, that's for damn sure. His State of the Union address. I'm gonna go with a 3.
Yeah. Yeah. 2.
So he did speaking. Leadership. You've seen him out there leading the charge, showing up when a poor black man has been killed by 12.
Yeah, 2. I gotta
You
blow
give him
my
a 2 for
nose
that?
right quick. Yeah, because he's an ambulance chaser.
All right, you're gonna give him a 2 for leadership? I'll throw him a 3. I'll throw him a 3. All right. And then B1 down. Do we trust him? Is he a shill for the FBI? Is he an agent? Is he an informant? Is he down for the people? Is he willing to put it all on the line for the nation, the foundationally Black Americans? And for B1 down, do I trust Al Sharpton? I'm going to give him a 3. I'll give him a 3.
I'm give him a 3.
Yeah, for B1 down.
Yeah, I had to probably give him a 3 for that because
he's fighting for something. It's just, you know what I mean?
I think it might be for a paycheck, but I don't,
Pretty
he's
sure
been doing
that's
it
what
a
it is.
very, very long time. So,
All right. Go ahead and I'm going to calculate these figures. Give me some hubbub.
Well, this thought experiment has been very interesting. The criteria that we've been presented here may or may not be the opinion of TATN. As I know, my opinion is my own and mine is his. Yeah, I wouldn't want any of these people. Yeah, and I'm not happy with the present people. They all work for the corporation and not the people. They're supposed to be there for our benefit, not their own. Economy's bad, they still voting themselves raises. They have some of the best health care that money can provide. And then block us from getting health care. They get elected a couple times and then they get paid that salary the rest of their lives. I don't know when the employees can run management, you got an issue. Especially when the employees act like they're management. And that's pretty much called the American government. A lot of clown. Yes, lots of it. we should be coming up soon with the conclusion to this thought experiment. And figure out who we would prefer through the metrics. So it's like we're getting really close. And we will soon hear the answer.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Now remember, we haven't done the double yet. You know, the last one, the reparations vote. So for Jay-Z, Tori, he's got a total of 24 points from you. Jay-Z compiled 24 points from me. That gives him a total running score of 48 points. Jigga, who received 3 votes today. LeBron James. This one's the one Self Luv voted for. And he received 28 points from Self Luv and 24 points for me. Remember, I was on the fence with him and LeBron. So it's funny, they got the exact same number of points for me. But long of it is, LeBron's total scores 52 so far. 52. And Jay-Z is 48. Now, Kamala. Self Luv scored 15 points for Kamala. I scored 15 points for Kamala. That gives the vice president of these United States, I think you guys are just misogynist, 30 points in this bid for presidency so far. And then the minister, Al Sharpton, the conch in his hair. Self Luv gave him 16 points. I think he scored him one better. Yeah, that's one better than he scored. He actually likes Al Sharpton better than he likes Kamala. So he gave Al Sharpton 16 points. I gave Al Sharpton 20 points. And that's a combined score of 36. 36. So these points are double, Self. These points are double. We'll start from the smaller guys. Al Sharpton. I think he's a 5 on reparations.
I think so.
I've heard him running around.
I believe so.
Yeah. Al Sharpton's a 5 on reparations. I give him a 5. What do you give him?
Yeah, I believe that
5.
he's called for reparations and said something of the sort.
Yeah, 5 times 2 is 10. 10, that's 20 more points. Al Sharpton now currently holds the lead with 56 points. Al Sharpton, everybody. Reparations is big out here. Out here. Now, Kamala. Oh, I've heard her talk herself in a trick bag.
Yeah. 1.
Wish we can go 0 here to be doubling up 1.
I mean, because
next time, next time it'll be 0 through 5, but we got to see. Yeah. So we both agree 1. So that gives her an extra 2 points. So she scores. Well, we both said 1. 1 times 1 is 2. That's 4. So 34. Her final score is 34 points, which means she's essentially eliminated.
That girl good.
The vice president.
Good.
The vice president of the United States. We were out there shucking and jiving. They were stepping at the black colleges and talking about student loan forgiveness.
She good and terrible.
All right. Now, LBJ. Haven't heard him. Haven't heard anybody. If I had to guess, he'd be down for it.
Yeah, from his point of view on a lot of stuff, what he says. I don't.
Yeah, I haven't heard him say anything moronic.
I need to look that up because
I don't think anybody's ever asked him. I mean, you can look it up, but I'm just going to go by what I feel. I can't give him a 5 because I haven't heard him say I'm down for reparations.
Yeah.
And, you know, reparations today, I haven't heard him bringing it up and pushing for it. That being said, he's not against it. I'll give him a 3. I have to go at a 3 just because. Well, no. Yeah, I have to give him a 3. I have to give him a maybe a 4. Maybe
I'm giving him a 4 because his previous actions and how he's acted about some things, and yeah, what he said.
Self's
about
giving
some
him a
stuff.
4 times 2. That's 8. I'm giving him a 3 times 2. That's 6. You add 14 to the 52. LeBron James is now currently in the lead with 66 points. 66 points, everybody. Now, let's get to Jay-Z. He's a pull himself up by the bootstraps type of guy. Gotta go out and get it on your own.
I've never heard him say anything about reparations. But he has helped some artists and stuff like those in trouble and whatever. I don't know how that works together.
Do I feel fuzzier about Jay-Z? I feel like Jay-Z would take the Obama approach on reparations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be the one, though. I give him a 3. I don't trust him. Maybe not a 3.
I don't feel as fuzzy about it as I do with LeBron. So I'm going to give Jay-Z a 2 on reparations. Unless somebody out there in the chat has heard anything, I'm going to give him a 2. And what are you going with?
I'm going to give him a 3.
So Self Love gave him a 3 times 2, that's 6. I gave him a 2 times 2, that's 4, adding 10 points. And Jay-Z has come in at 58 points. So according to our metrics, Kamala is the least popular. And then Al Sharpton. And then Jay-Z, and then LeBron James. But a majority of the people off of just going to the polls and doing no data have gone with Jay-Z. That's interesting. That'd be a good ticket, LeBron and Jay-Z.
Ticket from hell.
So according to this, you guys, LeBron James would probably end up winning our primary election as B1. Now you guys might, like, why are we doing this thought experiment? It's just a question of who our leaders have been historically. Historians, I guess, educators.
Especially as of late.
Yeah, but the revolutionaries don't like the educators. They call them intellectuals. The intellectuals don't like the revolutionaries. They think of them as thugs. I'm just speaking overall. I don't know who likes the the preachers.
I'm talking about right now. I don't like none of them that they propping up. There's somebody we need to prop up.
Correct.
And it's not going to be any of these 4 people.
Of those, though, who do you think that the B1 would have selected? We just did our metrics.
LeBron.
Probably Jay-Z.
I think LeBron.
I feel like the reason I feel well, why do you say LeBron?
Because of his long term. It's equal on both sides, but LeBron has been in the spotlight since he was a child, and he's exceeded most people's wildest dreams. And he kind of walks the company line where he's almost a politician in how he acts. He speaks on some stuff, but he don't speak too far into it. And I just think he's more likable.
Yeah, and then that's where you get into demographics. I was thinking Jay-Z. I mean, like even when we did it here, 3 people voted for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
And it may have to do with the demographic though.
Right.
You know, that generation behind us, more of them might pull for LeBron. You know, I've seen Jay-Z overcome a lot as well.
No doubt.
You know, on his path to greatness. Did have a murder case that he beat. Didn't Jay-Z have a murder case?
No, not that I know of. He stabbed Rivera or whatever, and that got kind of swept under. Bootleg the CD or something.
Okay. And then, you know, it's the whole Beyonce factor. All those killer bees, they'd be voting for Jay and pulling for him.
That's an excellent point.
But they both have great business partners. You know what I mean? You know, that they've been working with. That's a good question. I just think of, they both are presidential, could be presidential in a different way.
Yeah, one thing that I can say for certain is Jay-Z has had, he works with snitches and people that have cooperated with the government.
Informants, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. Man, I ain't heard nothing about LeBron doing anything of the sort. But, you know.
What Dr. Ruth said, she voted for Jay-Z because we said she had the blicky to her head and had to choose. But he's the one that she hates the least. And that's the thing about LeBron.
Yeah.
Like you just said all that wonderful stuff about him, and somehow it just still comes off like a douche.
Yeah, some people don't like him at all. A lot of people do. And yeah, I just think he's the most likable out of the list.
But he's the most polarizing.
I think all of them are polarizing. There's
the most polarizing.
A lot of people don't like
between Jay-Z and LeBron.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't like Jay-Z. So I mean, I think they're just as polarizing to me.
All right.
But I agree 100%. It depends on the demographic, because, yeah.
And so that brought me to the final question. Who should we follow? You indicated we prop up our own person or people or candidates.
Yes. I think we need a central type leadership, not one person, so they can be attacked and messed over and slow stuff down.
Yeah, we need our own ADL, bro. We need a crew like that.
Yes.
You know, come out and complain and say how scared we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. That they're anti-melanated statements and how they act.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And, you know, I mean, Lincoln was a lawyer. What was Obama? A lawyer. Dr. King, a preacher. Malcolm,
convict,
street guy. Yeah. But then turned minister.
Right. Found himself in prison.
Yeah.
So they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what was Marcus Garvey? He was a businessman.
He was an immigrant. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think he might have been.
He might have been a minister too.
Yeah.
He's from Jamaica.
Well, see, he's not even foundational.
Facts.
All right. So you got any that was interesting. That was just interesting. I was wondering what we were gonna come down with. It's amazing that Kamala's got the most experience. Had the fewest amount of points, bro.
But she's a douche. She has nothing B1. She's nothing for us at all in any way, shape, or form. She's, like you said, she's the first Indian Pacific Islander, which doesn't equate to us.
And she's from Canada.
So, yeah. She's not us in any way, shape, or form. When you see her sisters, same parents, and then her together with all of them, yeah. Might have even been some plastic surgery shit.
Oh, yes. And self-love. Glad Dr. Rue said that. We forgot to give the key here. We were coming up on that after the final words. But the key to the riddle. So the dome teaser was, the more of this there is, the less you see. What is it? Dr. Rue said fog, which could be correct.
Could be.
Kind of, sort of, but it could be wrong too.
Yeah.
Because the more fog you see, it doesn't mean the less fog you see.
Right.
But
It's
the
right.
less
That's
you
what
see.
it is. Yeah.
Right. Now, self-love, what's the answer? The key?
Darkness.
Darkness. Darkness. Huh? So it makes a little bit more sense than the answer you gave, but I probably would have gave her partial credit.
That's
you know
a
what
possible
I mean?
answer.
Yeah.
Hold on. What? No, we gotta look at the exact wording.
You want the exact wording?
Yes.
Yeah. The more of this there is, so she would be talking fog. So the more fog there is, the less you see. Technically, it's correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's semantics.
Because you see fog, though. You can't. Darkness, you can't see nothing. Fog, you can see fog.
Yeah, I was just looking at the NFL films of the Fog Bowl. Got to watch the rest of it tomorrow. That game against Philly in the playoffs. Just watching it today.
The less you can see. It's fog, you can see fog.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't see through fog, but you can see fog.
Darkness. You can see fog, right? But you still can't see. I mean, I'd have to.
That's that's from jump. I said that's possible answer. Like that was good.
Yeah, because it's not what we're looking for. You can't get full points. You know what I mean? But wow, yeah. It's not the first time we've had that. Someone come up with something that fits.
Yeah.
It's interesting. All right, so we did our riddle, and we'll get back at you cats about next week's shebang. You guys, tomorrow's mouthpiece included has been pushed to Friday due to the Turkey Day. So it'll be Friday right now at it's going to be at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. 9 p.m. That's where we fuse politics and sports and politics, and that comes out to politics. And it's always an open panel. So we'll have the link in the chat, and you can feel free to pull up. But if you do pull up, you better not forget to bring your what?
Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Man, or you'll get all wet. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. And that's live right here on TATN. But yeah, no more promo videos for the time being. We're not getting lazy. It's just the way it is right now. You cats enjoy your family's feast or your time alone, your days off, or your double time, your time and a half, whatever you got going on. But enough of my yapping. I'm going to turn it over to this brother to my right for wordsmiths. Final words out there.
Yo, thought experiment. To me, it was more like a nightmare. Because a ticket, any of these clowns might scare the creator and shake it up and change to something greater. From LeBron to Jay-Z, couldn't pay me to follow their lead. Vice President to Al Sharpton, both perpetrators. I came to evaluate a different form and lift because the Creator gave me this gift to look within, not pretend, not being myself. That's the only sin. So let's bend time and figure out the solution in the matter, how we move forward and how we get together and make sure that we shatter white supremacy, because that's our enemy. Anyone that follows it is not a friend of we. Not Shaq, no Charles Barkley. Them ignorant people could hardly.
Ignorant.
Understand our plight. Back our blatant enemy. They always wrong and never right. Clowns and minstrels, blacks in blackface. Gotta stop giving them a pass. Tell them to kiss our ass. Fuck Adidas and Nike too. all the evil bullshit that they do. Peace to the gods, our ancestors, for all we've been through. Let's elevate, generate a higher frequency. Words.
Words. Mind elevation. Mind elevation. Yes, sir. All right, so y'all know what this is. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Get that turkey basted.
Do you think you are the one? Honestly,
And be blessed out here.
For sure. Be grateful for everything that you got. Gratitude Day.
Thanks. And everything that you manifested. Bullets are boomerangs.
Stand your ground.
Murder is suicide.
Yeah, man. An eye for an eye.
Silence is violence.
See something, say something.
Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Greed plus ego over fear. That's slavery, man.
For sure. Charity plus humility times love is freedom.
Do not, for any reason, under any circumstance, no matter what you heard or what you've been told, don't answer questions.
Yeah, but all the information you take in, no matter where it come from or began, question everything.
Fear is cap.
It's only love.
So vibrate it. And forgiveness is the highest vibration.
So do something charitable for your so-called enemy and end the beef.
Wise man said, healthy people, heal thy people.
Because hurt people, for sure, will hurt people.
Free Larry Hoover, man.
Free Jeff Fort.
Free all the guys while you at it.
Yeah, man, because prison is slavery.
Be like St. Pedro. Keep your eyes on your Husha. And you too will walk on H2O.
Yeah, man. Move mountain.
Mountain?
Yeah, bro. That boy right there. Get right out the way.
How are we supposed to do that?
All we need is the faith of a mustard seed. But we got way, way more than that.
Mustard seed. Word?
Yes, sir.
And y'all think about those who ain't with us no more in the physical for these holidays. Big ups, Mama Sky.
I'm gonna let you in a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through, balls to bones.
You don't have to